In 2026, we have successfully optimized away the most important part of being human, the daydream. By filling every cognitive gap with stimulation, we have created a world where deep, original ideas are effectively extinct. You are not just distracted, you are participating in the systematic destruction of the human imagination. Your brain is being colonized, one idle second at a time. By murdering every moment of boredom with a digital screen, you have effectively severed your connection to original thought. We are living through a boredom deficit, and your ability to truly dream is the first casualty of this information age. Have you ever noticed that you no longer have nowhere to go? Even when you are standing perfectly still, your mind is traveling through a digital landscape that demands your constant attention. The silence has been sold to the highest bidder, and the cost of that transaction is the very essence of your humanity. To understand the magnitude of this loss, we have to look at the spaces between our actions. Think of the commute, the elevator ride, or the slow-moving line at the grocery store. These are liminal spaces, the vital cracks in the pavement of our daily lives. In the past, these were the moments where the mind was forced to turn inward. Without an external stimulus, your brain initiates a process known as the default mode network. This is a massive neural circuit that only fires when you stop focusing on an external task. It is the biological engine of self-reflection and creative problem-solving. It is the place where you connect the memory of a childhood summer to a complex problem you are facing today. But in 2026, we have declared a total war on these moments of stillness. Every gap in time is now a monetized opportunity for a digital platform. When you reach for your phone during a 30-second wait, you are bypassing your brain's natural recovery mode. You are trading a deep, restorative mental state for a shallow hit of instant feedback. This constant cognitive stimulation acts like a layer of thick digital smog over your subconscious. The smog never clears long enough for a single original thought to reach the surface of your consciousness. We have replaced the inner world with a curated reflection of the outer one. The tragedy of the modern mind is that it no longer has to struggle to find an answer. This is what we call the high cost of cognitive frictionlessness. In the history of our species, every great breakthrough was preceded by a period of intense frustration. Newton sat under that tree not because he was browsing a feed, but because he was sitting with the unknown. Boredom is the skin of the creative process. It is itchy, uncomfortable, and often painful. But when we eliminate the discomfort, we eliminate the breakthrough. Our algorithms are now so sophisticated that they provide the solution before you have even formulated the question. They offer pre-packaged, polished ideas that feel like your own, but they are merely echoes of the crowd. This prevents the birth of the ugly first draft, the messy, nonsensical beginning of an original thought. Instead, we consume content that is designed to be perfectly digestible and instantly forgettable. There is a fundamental difference between active daydreaming and passive consumption. In a daydream, you are the architect of the simulation. In a feed, you are merely a visitor in a house built by a machine. The perfect recommendation atrophies the muscles of your imagination. If you never have to navigate a mental wilderness, you lose the ability to forge your own path. By 2026, this has resulted in a global shift in human identity. We are no longer creators of worlds. We have become mere consumers of pixels. This neurological burnout is the hidden tax on our collective sanity. We are witnessing the sterilization of the future. We are trapped in a cycle of cultural recycling because we lack the idle time to invent something radical. When a generation grows up without ever sitting with their own thoughts, they lose the capacity for deep empathy. If you cannot imagine a world that is fundamentally different from this one, you cannot build it. We are trying to solve 21st century problems with a brain that has been flattened by a 5-second scroll. But there is a deeper, more haunting truth hidden in the physics of our reality. Some physicists suggest that the universe itself might be a form of information processing, a grand simulation or a dream. If the universe is a dream, then imagination is not just a human trait, it is a fundamental property of existence. By surrendering our imagination to an algorithm, we are disconnecting ourselves from the pulse of the cosmos. We are choosing to be a static image in a universe that is a living, breathing movie. We are effectively opting out of the evolutionary process. We are the only species capable of building heavens and hells in our minds, yet we have chosen to build a waiting room. If we stop dreaming, does the universe stop existing for us? Our imagination is the bridge between the physical and the metaphysical. Without it, we are just fleshy extensions of a machine that doesn't care about the meaning of life. The algorithm doesn't want you to find the truth, it wants you to find the next video. It feeds on your attention, but it starves your soul. We are becoming giants in information and midgets in wisdom. So how do we fix the broken link? The answer is as simple as it is terrifying. We must reclaim the void. Digital fasting is no longer a luxury. It is a radical act of resistance in 2026. We must learn to rewild our subconscious minds by protecting our idle time from the reach of the machine. Invite the boredom in, like an old, neglected friend who has a secret to tell you. At first, it will feel like a withdrawal, a cold, empty itch that demands to be scratched. But if you stay in the silence long enough, the static will begin to clear. You will hear a voice that hasn't spoken to you in years, your own. We must relearn to dream by simply allowing the mind to be nowhere at all. The end of imagination is not a prophecy. It is a choice. And it is a choice you make every time you unlock your screen. Stop consuming. Start drifting. If you want to help us protect the human daydream, consider subscribing to NaphMas. But for now, I want you to do something radical. After this video ends, do not click the next one. Do not check your notifications. Just sit there, stare at the wall, and wait for the dream to return.